Are you thinking about getting married or moving in or having a baby, some other sort of major life decision with your partner, and you're not sure yet? Hi, I'm Stephanie Cook. I'm a licensed Gottman couples therapist, and I'm also the founder and director of Couples Counseling ATL, a group practice here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'd like to tell you about the importance of being intentional versus sliding into a major commitment. I once worked with someone named Sarah, we'll call her, and she was lovely, just so excited about getting married. And she had a history of some heartbreak related to, just not being with the right person and not finding the right fit. And so understandably, when she was falling in love and her boyfriend asked her to get married, she said yes, but it was kind of on a whim and they hadn't been together a long time. And she came to therapy really saying, Stephanie, I'm so excited about this, but I also know that I haven't known him that long. What should I be thinking about? And I was so glad that she came in and asked, because it really is important to be intentional about these major decisions. Whether you've been dating for a few months or a few years, it really doesn't matter. Intentionality, according to the research, is way more important than anything else. Asking the right questions. Do both of you want the same things out of life? If you hit some problems down the road, are you both going to be willing to get help? Sarah was able to really think through with her partner, and not just on her own, that we do want the same things, that we have a similar vision, and even some of our differences we're able to manage, and it's not just an impulsive decision. She had had her heart broken in the past by just jumping in head forward and moving in with someone because their leases were up, and it ended up being a disaster because they really weren't a good fit and they didn't want the same things. And by the time that they were breaking up, it ended up being a nightmare because they were already living together, and if they had thought through some of these really major differences, they wouldn't have even moved in the first place. And so she was so intentional and so wise to talk through it in therapy, to read a few books, to make sure that they were on the same page before they made a major decision like getting married. Pre-engagement counseling, premarital counseling, reading great books like 8 Dates by Gottman, or We Do by Stan Tatkin, or Wired for Love by Stan Tatkin. There are lots of books by many great authors that you can read together, or you can go to Couples Counseling ATL, counselingatl.com, book a free consultation with the therapist of your choice, and get some help, even if it's just a few sessions, to work through, are we being intentional about this decision? And so to recap, if you are like Sarah and you're excited about getting married or moving in or having a baby, make sure that you pause. Make sure that you really are being intentional with what we both want out of life, and are we on the same page about things? And if you need help, get some therapy. We're more than happy to help at Couples Counseling ATL. We work with couples all the time to work through compatibility and communication and conflict and all the things that you need in order to have a long-term successful relationship. So be intentional, don't slide into a major commitment, and you will do very well.